Welcome to another edition of Wings Weekly. I'm Jay Klein Connect with you, and of course, head coach Scott Langer. And a happy New Year to you all. A big happy New Year Day game for the Aberdeen Wings because of the New Year's Eve postponement. And the Wings come up with a 4-1 win Friday, 6-zip shutout win on Saturday, and a 7-3 win on New Year's Day, as I mentioned. Highlights featuring a shutout for Connor Close, of course, and a hat trick for Peter Morgan yesterday. So some ups and downs, but 10 straight wins for the Aberdeen Wings. And what's working, Coach? And what do you think of the last three games as a whole?
I think our guys came back from break with a lot of confidence. You know, we kind of picked up where we left off, which is good. I mean, you never know as a coach when, you know, how it's going to be conditioning wise and stuff like that when they come back. But, you know, I thought we eased into it on Friday in Brookings, and I thought we got better as it went on, and you know, moved into Saturday, and I thought we had played a very, very good game, having to kill a lot of penalties in that game, and then you have the odd game on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, which, you know, it doesn't happen too much in junior hockey. So, you know, my hope was the guys were going to be ready for that mentally, and they were, and they came out again and ended up putting up 7.
I think it says a lot for the maturity as a whole for the team, as you mentioned, that they come back and are ready to work and kind of jumped right into it. Would you agree with that?
Oh, for sure. You know, it's they take a real serious approach, these guys, and they, like I said, when they came back, they went right back to work that night that we got back, and they've been working ever since. So it's you know, you're here to win games, and they're doing that. So, but they're getting better as they do it.
Yeah, great to see the dedication. Well, the kill has been outstanding. Power play improving, a lot of things going well right now. Are there any areas that you see that might be lacking a little bit, or some areas that you'd like to see some more improvement?
Well, I think we want to improve our entire game, you know, and I think we're doing some really good things. I think our consistency can be better in the way we do them. But yeah, I mean, I think we have to be a lot better in everything we do, because you know, our schedule gets really tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, starting this weekend, it's, you know, after that, it's going to be guys who are fighting for the top spots in the standings every night. So it's going to have to be good. You're going to have to be good to beat those teams that are all up at the top.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. Well, we'll talk about what's upcoming here in just a bit, but definitely schedule gets a lot more difficult down the road. Well, we talked about it briefly before Tuesday's game, Coach, but guys being tested a little bit when it comes to keeping level heads and responding to games that have been a bit chaotic. There's been a handful of them over the last month or so. Do you think that matures a team, and that's something that actually could pay off a little bit down the stretch when you get down into some of those tight games later on in the season, that they've seen it before? They're used to being able to stay focused and so on. It seems like that would be beneficial later on.
I think so. I think it's all part of being battle tested, and you utilize your regular season to go through those all different types of games, and you know, whether it's a heated, chaotic game or you have to come back and score a big goal, you know, there's all that stuff that kind of transpires that you need to make sure it makes you better and not worse. And you know, I thought this weekend we did a pretty decent job of, you know, keeping our heads in games that there were some liberties taken, and I also thought we did a great job of protecting one another. So yeah, I mean, it's you know, teams are trying to pick on us because we don't have the biggest guys up front, but I think they're finding out that as a team we got some pretty tough guys.
Yeah. Well, Coach, you've got some guys that have come in throughout over the last month or so at different times to kind of see the ODC, be here for games, go on some bus rides and stuff. All of that. Are these affiliate players? Or are they is that part of the recruiting process?
It's part of the recruiting process. You know, guys that our guys have identified will, you know, some of them are fortunate enough to come in and kind of see what we're about before they make their decision. We think we have some pretty good going here, and if we get those type of recruits in and they see the environment, the fan base, the arena and the locker room and everything that the Odies have provided us here, it makes it a heck of a lot easier in the recruiting battle.
Sure. All right. Well, Wings are on top of the division right now with 48 points. And then Austin with 43, Bismarck and Minot both with 37, and the Wilderness with 35, while Brookings is at the bottom of the division with 8. The Wings have the third highest win percentage, second most goals forced, and are tied for the fewest goals allowed. So again, a lot of good things happening for the Aberdeen Wings right now, and a lot of that be due to the tenacity and the hard work that these guys are showing. I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about what's upcoming for the Aberdeen Wings coming up after these words from our sponsor.
Let's make a taco. No, seriously. Start with a tortilla, soft tortilla. Warm it, kiss it. Don't kiss it. Chicken? How about tequila lime chicken? Now we're cooking. Slice this, peel that, snip those. Salsa? Verde. Cheese? Cotija. Oh, forgot to mention. Guac. That's better. See, anyone can make a taco, but we're not anyone. We're Qdoba, and these are knockout tacos. Qdoba Mexican Eats. Choose flavor.
Welcome back to Wings Weekly, and as promised, we'll talk a little bit about what's upcoming. And Coach, you get a chance to see Bismarck here on Friday at the Odie, and then Saturday they're in Bismarck. And so far on the season, the Wings are 1-2-0-1 against them. How do you prepare for Bismarck, and do you expect anything different from them?
No, they're playing really good hockey. They're riding some confidence there. They're especially tough at home. But I think every time our two teams play each other, it's both teams are going at a very high pace, and they know that it's a big deal to beat one another. So I mean, any time you play them, you're going to have to be sharp in all your areas. I think your specialty teams got to be good, and they're a physical hockey team, and you got to be prepared for that. But it's the way we play is matched up very well against everybody we do play, as long as we're playing it the right way and we're doing good things. So, I think we welcome, Bismarck at this time of the year. They got 2 on us at home, left a little sour taste in our mouth, and it's time to play them again. And I think, like I said, it's always a good brand of hockey. Lane does a great job over there. He gets his guys going, and I just think it's going to be 2 good teams battling it out.
Yeah, big emotional matchup for sure. Well, I had a chance to actually kind of watch the Minot Bismarck game a little bit on New Year's Eve, and some great goaltending from Johnny Roberts. He's been playing very well. Obviously, Connor Close had a great weekend for you, and Matt Vernon has been lights out. Do you expect kind of a goaltending matchup, a defensive kind of game, the type that you like?
Yeah, I hope so. It is. It's going to be 2 really high-class goaltenders going at one another with Johnny Roberts, who's done an outstanding job for that team, and Matt Vernon, who's done some pretty outstanding things here. So I mean, listen, it's the tale of the tape. It all turns out to be just a very good hockey game between 2 tier 2 teams that can absolutely play. So like I said, if it finished today, we're going to see them at some point in the playoffs. So right. It'll be playoff type hockey, and for us, I think it's best that we are good defensively against them, because they have some guys that can absolutely score. Yeah, they sure can.
I know obviously that next up is Bismarck, but after that, you finally get a chance to see Austin, and I know you guys generally prepare for that next game. But has there been any talk around the locker room or anything about being excited for a chance to see Austin and actually kind of measure up?
No, I don't hear that talk around here. We truly are a 1 game at a time team, and our guys focus on that. When it's time to board the bus and go to Austin, we'll be prepared to play them, and it's we got quite a few against them down the stretch, so I think it'll be some great games. But I don't. Right now, I think teams are going to have to measure up to us, as long as that we're in the top of the standings, but we know we're going to get everybody's best game. And Bismarck, Minot, Austin, they're all well coached, good hockey teams. So it's going to be some real good hockey down the stretch, and I think there's going to be some real jockeying in the standings to see how it plays out.
Well, hang on to your hats, folks. It's going to get interesting, that's for sure. Hey, a quick congratulations to Connor Close and Brad Belisle. They're getting an honorable mention for the Central Division this week. And again, I wanted to let everybody know that, of course, here at the ODI Center on January 4th versus the Bismarck Bobcats, it's Stutzman Harley Davidson Corporate Night. And another sponsor is the U.S. Bank. New Year, New You Night. Show your YMCA membership card at the door and receive $2 off admission. Skate with the Wings after the game. Doors open for all Wings home games at 5:30, and the puck always drops at 7:15. $10 general admission tickets are on sale now at any of the 4C Express locations in Aberdeen with additional purchase. January 5th, on the road, up in Bismarck, 7:15 puck drop. Watch the game at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Aberdeen or on HockeyTV.com. Listen on 94.1 The Rock, HubCityRadio.com, or the Rock app. Again, January 4th, Stutzman Harley-Davidson corporate sponsor is U.S. Bank. And again, 7:15 puck drop. All the latest news and information, visit AberdeenWings.com or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and on Instagram. That will pretty much wrap up this week's Wings Weekly. Coach, thank you for taking some time to talk with us.
Thank you.